Alright YouTube, so I wanted to talk to you guys today about the beta and just kind of give my thoughts on this whole controversy surrounding it. Looking around, I haven't really seen that many people talking about this. I've only seen some smaller channels, and Juicehead definitely made a video about it. But other than that, it just doesn't seem like a topic that a lot of people are talking about, which is why I wanted to make the video. A lot of people, including myself, feel pretty burned by the beta so far, and you guys have seen my, my review, first impressions, whatever video. Like, I enjoy the game. I have fun playing the game, but we're not talking about the game itself. We're talking about Bethesda. We're separating the art from the artist here. We were told however many months ago about Xbox getting the beta first, but then, it comes to the actual beta, and we are getting it a week early, but there's only going to be 3 days out of this week of exclusivity that we're even going to be able to play the beta, and the first day was 4 hours. The next 2 days this weekend are only 2 hours each day, so in total, this whole week of exclusivity, Xbox players only get to play the beta for 8 hours, which doesn't feel that good. To market the Xbox beta as you guys get to play the beta a week early is technically true. We got to play it on the 23rd, which is a week before the 30th. So technically right there, we played a week early. And obviously most consumers are going to take that as it's a week early, we're going to get to play every day of that week, which isn't the case. And Bethesda knows this. You can try to defend Bethesda all you want, but they know exactly how they're marketing this game. And to be honest, I'm not even really upset about the limited playtime, the supposed 4 to 8 hours. I'm a little upset that we're not playing every single day. And people seem to think that, well, Bethesda said that we're going to break the game, they're going to take it off take it down off the servers, fix it, and then put it back up and we can play again. But that doesn't take a few days to do. You know how many games out there have betas that run 24/7 and they update and patch and fix things while the players are playing it? You'll just get an update at some point, have to update the game and continue playing during the beta. We don't have to ever actually stop playing. This is a really weird kind of beta that I've never experienced before. And let's actually talk about that playtime, because as I mentioned previously, this weekend, both days that the beta's taken place, the beta's only going to last 2 hours. And this is a big thing because Bethesda 100% lied here, because people are trying to defend Bethesda because of one word that's in the damn FAQ, and Juicehead pointed this out, so let's look at it. This line from the beta article on Bethesda.net says, on any given day, the game might be up for anywhere between 4 to 8 hours. The way people are attempting to interpret it now, because it says on any given day, that means that it wasn't going to be every single day, which that's not how anybody took it initially. But all of a sudden, now that the beta's not happening every single day, everybody's like, whoa, well, that's how it's worded, man. That was never discussed beforehand. And the other part of that people are clinging to is the word might being in that sentence, especially Juicehead, because it says might be up for anywhere between 4 to 8 hours, that it didn't have to be 4 to 8 hours. It could be any amount of time, which isn't how that sentence is actually worded. The way that sentence is worded, it literally says between 4 to 8 hours. I don't even know how you can try to defend that it could be as low as 2 hours or whatever the case. It literally says between minimum 4, maximum 8. So you can't even defend this. This is the main point where Bethesda was really lying with this beta. Because initially, this was bad enough when we first found out about this information that it was like, whoa, wait a second. The beta is going to be limited time frames. We can only play from anywhere from 4 to 8 hours. A lot of people didn't like that, including myself. But then eventually it was like, that's not a big deal. Most people don't even game that often. 4 to 8 hours is a decent amount of time. But then we learned now that it's not happening every single day, and that's my main complaint. But then we learn as the beta's gone on that now that the weekend's coming up, the second and third day of the beta's happening, and we're only playing 2 hours. It's ridiculous. And think about the people who are on multiple platforms that maybe have PS4 and Xbox, but decided to make their purchase on Xbox just so they could play the game early. And at this point, it was probably a wasted purchase. You spent your $60 on a platform you probably didn't prefer just to play the game for 8 hours. It's a joke. And if you guys have been following my channel over the past couple of months with Fallout 76, you guys know I'm excited for the game. I've been hyped for a multiplayer Fallout for just about a decade, pretty much since sometime around Fallout 3. I've been waiting for a multiplayer Fallout. I'm excited about this. The issue isn't Fallout 76. The issue is with Bethesda. The rollout of this game, the marketing, the release of information and gameplay has just been pretty terrible. I mean, we didn't really have any gameplay for the most part up until the Greenbrier event, which was the beginning of this month. And the shady marketing of this game goes all the way back to pretty much day one. Ever since we got the teaser trailer for Fallout 76, you've been able to purchase the game. They had Amazon pre-orders up the same day that teaser trailer came out. And that's shady because people didn't know it was going to be a multiplayer game or how different it was going to be. People seen a teaser trailer for a new Fallout game. Everybody's assumption is that it's going to be a single-player Fallout game. And we didn't really get much information for this game except for E3, which we got a big reveal, and then QuakeCon. And besides all of that, it's small little interviews here and there, and then behinds on Twitter, and that's what it's been like for the past like 3 or 4 months. And the only time we ever got really good amount of gameplay was Greenbrier, which again was this month, which is very strange because like usually a studio or developer would themselves release gameplay for a game, but instead they relied on YouTubers, news outlets, and other influencers to release their gameplay that they capture from that event. And then more recently you have the stress test controversy where, you know, everybody on each platform was supposed to have at least an opportunity to be a part of the stress test. We were also literally told there was going to be more stress tests, whether or not it's on Xbox One or other platforms. They were told us after the stress test happened on the 13th that there was going to be more, and that never happened. And then PS4 and PC never got a stress test. And then here we are up to the beta now, and things are shady again, man. And I've seen some people here and there talk about this stuff over the past couple of days, pretty much since the beta started. And some people don't even seem to be remotely bothered by the things that we talked about in this video. And if that's the case, you're exactly the person that Bethesda's marketing to. As a consumer, you should be upset over some of this stuff. Like, Bethesda is taking your money for a product and not delivering on what they're promising. We were told multiple stress tests. That did not happen. We were told a week of exclusivity for Xbox. That's not really actually happening. And then we were told 4 to 8 hours on the days that the beta does take place. And that's not happening either. So, like, I don't see how you can even really try to defend Bethesda in this situation because they 100% lied. As I've already said in this video, as I've been saying for the past couple months, I'm excited for Fallout 76. I'm excited for a multiplayer Fallout. But when Bethesda does bullshit, I have no problem calling them on this. I don't ride the middle ground like some other channels out there so that they don't hurt their pockets. But the one upside to this entire situation is Bethesda having limited playtime for the beta just means I have more time to play Red Dead Redemption 2. And that was already going to be taking eyes off the game, but now it's like, well, here's some days where the beta's not even happening, and here's a couple days where the beta is happening, but it's only 2 hours, so people are going to be focused on playing other games because they're not allowing us to play their game. Anyways, you guys have my thoughts on the situation, so I pass it off to you. Let me know how you're feeling in the comments below about this whole beta situation. You guys don't have to agree with me on this. That's fine. I don't have any problem with having a discussion on the channel. I like talking to people who have different opinions. It's fine if you disagree. But as always, if you guys went on to enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, turn on notifications, follow me on Twitter at TheDashingDavid, at my Discord. Links to my social networks are in the description and in the outro. Later.
Give me forever for a while, give me forever for a while. Quit acting like a baby, or at least less like a child.